But here we go. Try number 2 at this Game 2 lobby, and we'll see if Rockshandy want to keep this game as short and sweet as their first one. Alright, so Rockshandy have first pick now. They're going to ban out the Death Prophet, and I think Nein just should ban out the Outworld. That will... Rockshandy show they know how to play the hero, and will just dominate. I think it will just dominate again. I honestly believe Outworld fits into virtually every draft. The hero has been pretty undervalued in some sections of the 82L, whereas others value it very, very highly. Perhaps Rockshandy is a team that does value the Outworld really highly. Although perhaps they'll go for the Invoker first, and actually Invoker completely ignored last game. That is the hero with a 93% pick ban rate in the 82L, and that last game was one of the 7% of games in which the Invoker is not immediately snapped up by either team.
10 seconds remaining.
And Rockshandy again banning out the AA. They just really hate that hero, and I can understand why. It shuts down a lot of good heroes, and Juggernaut also a very strong hero. So actually, Rockshandy, maybe Disruptor's is a hero of theirs they loved, and this is actually going... I kind of like it. I feel like it's kind of weird to pick it up first, but Nein did ban it out in Phase 2 last game, so maybe Rockshandy just prioritized this hero a lot. Don't want to lose it this time. Invoker, Outworld, Oracle, and actually Shadow Shaman. Still there. I think you either... Maybe Rockshandy don't pick OD in Phase 1 so they can ban it out. Nein can ban it out in Phase 2. But the Shadow Shaman is alright. It'll let them get aggressive. It offers a lot more control than what they had last time with the Omni Knight Witch Doctor duo. So there's a lot more kill potential just with the Shadow Shaman by himself. There's a lot more kill potential on the side of Nein, and that's something they may have desperately needed, as that Darkseer and OD just had free lanes, and after that, it was basically over. So Nein, definitely a better support duo this time. But both these heroes pretty greedy. They both need level 6, and they both could benefit from 1 or 2 items. Witch Doctor, I think Shaman needs to get like a Blink or at least a Force Staff. The Witch Doctor probably could do with just like a Glimmer Cape or something along those lines. So Rockshandy, they're still Invoker, and they're still the Outworld that they played very, very well last game if they want it.
10 seconds remaining.
But and then there's also Oracle, Earth Spirit, with those heroes again pretty undervalued here in the 82L. I very rarely ever see them picked up, and the same could be said for like Lone Druid, who's also pretty popular, and Chen. So there's also still Dazzle, Earthshaker, Vengeful Spirit, who was also ignored last draft, which I found pretty weird. But Rockshandy just gonna immediately pick up a TA. Although I believe Shaman's Shackles now, if you max them, can burn through refraction charges. Before it was not like that, but since the Shaman was changed, and yeah, actually Rockshandy protecting their TA pick by immediately banning out a counter in the form of the Viper. Nein unable to, it would be really unreasonable and pretty bad of them to pick something like a Venomancer. But Nein, excuse me. I apologize. And a yawn right there, a little tired I suppose. But I guess if they could do like an offlane Veno, but I really don't think that's wise. And the Dazzle and Raking Respect bans, whereas Rockshandy just banning out heroes they don't want to play against in the forms of the Viper, which very, very effectively counters Templar, Assassin, and Spectre, which is a hero that could just be really annoying, and if she gets rolling, she really gets rolling and can be almost impossible to stop sometimes. So Nein have their pick. Invoker again still there. Outworld also still there. But Nein no longer have to worry about Rockshandy picking the Outworld, although I guess they could safe lane it. I don't like it in the safe lane, but they could safe lane it. So maybe Nein just don't pick Invoker. Just a hero that is very strong right now, and they're just not going to pick it. But they're going to go Lifestealer, and that's pretty good against Disruptor. Has a rough time against Templar Assassin. Lifestealer is awesome against drafts that are like entirely magic damage focused. So Nein looking to get really, really, really aggressive with this draft. Lifestealer, I mean, he'll probably go the Midas. That's much more popular than like a Phase Drums build. Phase Drums S and Y, and then like a Basher into like Assault Cuirass. and you just get really, really aggressive with these mid-gamey items, and just go really ham because you just go really hard because you have Rage and Open Wounds and Feast, so a lot of just good ways to beat down heroes without very many items. So I personally love this hero, but I'm a little worried for his well-being against the Templar Assassin. The hero does get tanky, and with the help of the Shaman and Witch Doctor, she could be locked down long enough for Lifestealer to just slowly beat her to death. So we'll have to see how this matchup goes, and Rockshandy looking for another support, or there's, you know, their off lane, their other support, and their one position. So if they want a good support, I still like Oracle. You can disarm the Lifestealer, purge off the Shaman Hex, I believe, and you might be able to purge, what's that spell? Shackles. I'm not positive on that. That's something I'm kind of talking out of my ass on that one, but Rockshandy gonna go with the Bane, another actually pretty good hero against Lifestealer. You can Fiend's Grip him through his Rage, so you can just eat through the entire duration of Rage with Fiend's Grip, and that will be really hard for that Lifestealer. Like, once Rage goes down, the hero loses all of his power. I mean, Lifestealer is that hero that you pick him because you're like, alright, we have Rage, and Rage means we can fight, but now it's like, okay, you have Rage, we're gonna Fiend's Grip you during your Rage, and now you're not gonna be able to do anything. And we're probably going to see Aether Lens on the Bane. That is super core on that hero. I think that is probably the first item Bane wants to pick up now.
5 seconds remaining.
But, yeah, definitely going to be pretty gross for that Lifestealer.
Reserve time.
And 9, looking for their off lane. There's still Clockwork. There's still Darkseer, but actually going to go Brewmaster mid. I think that's actually okay against TA. You've got the blind, but if he gets glimpsed into a Static Storm, he will die very, very quickly. And Fiend's Grip, same story. The hero has extremely low, a very low mana pool, and this is percent-based mana drain. Yeah, 10% mana drain. Wait, that's Scepter drain. 5%. So Brewmaster, if he builds Arcanes, will be okay. But 9 gonna have to get a lot out of their ults and gonna have to find a lot of levels. So it's gonna take. I think if 9 can survive the first like 5-6 minutes with low casualty rate. Yeah, first 10 minutes are really important for 9. If they get a bit of a lead, they're okay. If they fall behind it all, they're probably gonna lose again. Because if Phoenix, who's the off lane of Rockshandy, gets a quick level 6 or finds like a Midas and gets a quick level 11, which is even more important, has lots of kill potential on the supports. But with Rage, they do have pretty good ways to kill the Phoenix Egg, so I'm not entirely sure on that. But 9 gonna ban out the Sven. I think that would have been an okay pick for Rockshandy. Another hero that's fine, fighting early, needs 1 or 2 items, and Rockshandy very wisely banning out the Darkseer, hero 9 could have benefited from, but 9 grabbing a Troll Warlord, an extremely greedy draft from 9. Rockshandy, wonder what they're going to respond with. I understand it. I feel like 9 are probably going to try to like Roche really early, maybe get Shaman 6 and then go right for Roche. They're going to do aggro dual lanes. I think it should be Troll Warlord, Witch Doctor, Lifestealer, Shaman. Rockshandy, though, they have the Phoenix. Looking for their off lane. There's no Darkseer. They took it out themselves.
5 seconds remaining.
Clockwork might be good if they want to continue, like, in the vein of being aggressive. And the Cogs would be great at zoning out, like, the Lifestealer and the Troll. You've got Earthshaker off lane. Could be pretty good, too. The Fissure will ruin a lot of the heroes, but actually... Oh, never mind. They're looking for... Oh, carry Vengeful Spirit. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's very good. And it's mostly physical damage. Wave of Terror. Good against the Lifestealer and his Rage. So, good pick. Yeah, that's a carry Venge. So, can't believe I didn't think about that. But, going to look through. So, now it's 9. Now playing on the Dire. We have Jazz on Troll Warlord. Inori on the Shadow Shaman. Savage playing the Lifestealer. Kamina on the Witch Doctor. And Dot Pixis playing the Brewmaster this time. And now we have Eric playing Bane. Keith on Templar Assassin. It's a pretty spiffy set. Gowan, I don't know. I really don't. And then on Disruptor, I should ask, Sexy Koala playing the Vengeful Spirit. And in the off lane, all by him's lonesome, is Jax on the Phoenix. It could be a tri-lane and you just solo the Lifestealer, but I feel like that's going to be really hard for the Lifestealer. Especially against a Disruptor, Venge, Bane. There's a lot of kill potential in that. Brewmaster not going to find this rune, but his team going to find this one. Going to be trying to give Keith the rune. give him a bit of an edge in the mid lane. Are we going to see a swoop steal rune? It's really hard with someone standing right on top of it, though. Oh, God. If this actually happens...
The battle begins.
Oh, no, he's not going to do it. Okay. So, standard stuff. But, oh, man, I would have loved to see that swoop. And it looks like our lanes is going to be a tri-lane top, Troll Warlord mid, and an offlane Brewmaster. So, very interesting. Although, I guess they really want to get this Troll off to a good start and are willing to sacrifice the Brewmaster. Maybe hoping, alright, if we just get him a couple levels, he'll be fine. The tri-lane up here for 9, though. Pretty high kill potential. Phoenix, though, has swoop, but a lot of control. And Shackles last a very long time. Then you have Cask, Maledict, so lots of damage, too. So Phoenix, Jack's going to have to play a little bit carefully. But as long as he's staying in XP range, getting a little bit of XP, he'll be fine. And Eric just being a nuisance in the mid. And I really like that. I think Bane is one of the best heroes at just being a pain for mid heroes. Because you can't trade with him. He'll right-click you for a few seconds, then brain sap you, and then he comes out positively in the trade. And yeah, they're really just setting up this Templar Assassin. I feel like 9 are going to be forced to rotate as support here. And furious pigs coming out from Jazz. So 9 already off to a pretty bad start for them. And Eric just being a pain. Classic Eric. Whereas on bot lane, things look like they're going to be going pretty well for the Brew. I mean, he's not dying. He's getting some levels. Now Bane might be going back bot. Maybe they're fine having zoned out the Troll as hard as they did. Gave their TA slight level advantage. Very slight level advantage. But she is out farming him. In fact, Troll has no last hits at all, so pretty rough stuff for him right now. At the same time, their Venge not farming amazing, but not farming poorly. It's not as good as like last game when he played the Wraith King. He farmed very well. And this Phoenix getting the levels he needs, already level 3. This is a dream start for a Phoenix. Witch Doctor trying to stack and pull, but they will get double waved if he fails to pull this, but he should be able to make it, I think. And Inari getting harassed up pretty bad by this Phoenix. So, good job pulling through here. And Jack's playing very well so far in his lane. TA has a haste rune, probably no kill potential. Whirling Axes with the blind and no meld, so... Although, actually, maybe with Bane rotating in. Although spotted out by this ward. So, Jazz gonna know what's up. Gonna play defensive. Gonna play accordingly. So far, things still looking very good for Rockshandy. And kind of worried for RSG. They're not shutting down the Phoenix that well. And Inari might be in trouble. No, okay, he did juke the Fire Spirits, so not going to die to the Phoenix, which would be terrible to have happen. Lifestealer hanging back at the tower, not quite sure why, but getting decent farm. But now TA is clawed her way ahead on net worth, and Witch Doctor chilling in mid, trying to make sure that this troll can actually find farm. Sexy Koala starting to do well in CS. Brewmaster getting levels, and that... He will need Blink. And the issue with Brewmaster offlane is he doesn't jungle very well, so it's hard for him to come back. And without a Blink, he has a hard time getting in on these kills, especially against like a Bane or a Disruptor. He'll just glimpse him away. And now Cass comes flying. Keith could be in trouble, but has Refraction and a haste rune bottled, so going to be just fine in the end. Jack's level 4. Shadow Shaman getting some decent levels. I actually would like to see him just completely ignore Sunray. I think you just max Icarus Dive and Fire Spirits and just go, because the burst damage, the burn damage from that is really high. Plus the attack speed and move speed slow. It's really good. But maybe just wants a value point. Maybe they want to get aggressive early, and having that extra added layer of healing would be really nice for them. And this Brew being a pain in the ass, spamming his little liquor thing. What's it called? Drunken Haze? Yeah. And just trying to prevent Venge from last hitting, but is Glimpse going to happen? No, not quite in range. Savage also doing very well, but still Jack's level 5, so very happy with how this is going. And Troll invisible, might try to solo kill the TA. Might be able to do it too. Got a nice bash and just gonna harass her up a little bit. But TA just out CSing him so hard. 20 more CS than this troll. That is not the start Jax wants to be having. You put this troll mid because you want to guarantee that he's able to get ahead. And Jax barely able to survive on 28 hit points. Gonna salve himself up and get away. So good attempt from Nein, and unfortunately unable to find that kill. I really think he should have gone the phase, would allow him to get more aggressive, run through the creep wave and that kind of thing. But now we have Eric smoked up in the mid lane. Jax could be in trouble. Not just Eric, but Disruptor's here as well. The smoke is ending though, so they could be spotted by a ward. The slow is out. But no, the supports aren't quite in position. Nightmared up Troll Warlord. Any rotation from his supports, he's penned in, could be in trouble. There is a rotation coming out, and TA does not want to fight under the tower, so it's going to be them flexing their muscles and a little bit of wasted time for the supports of RSG. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit farming up very well in the bot lane. Lifestealer not terribly far behind her, but she is level 6 now, and is actually just going to go the full-on, I am a carry, I hate my team, no support build, which is good in this situation. They don't need more of that. I think a value point in Wave of Terror, so they might be able to go for an early Roche would be great, especially with the TA Meld Strike. But we'll see. And a point and swap is always good for getting kills, but you don't use it so much to like outposition their heroes. You might use it to, when you're carry Venge, you use the swap a little differently. You don't like swap recklessly into a fight like I can die for my team, like support Venge would. Support Venge is like, okay, I swapped their, for example, against the team Troll Warlord in, and now I'm dead, and it's fine because we killed their Troll Warlord in response. But with this, you gotta be more conservative with swap. You can use it that way, but it's dangerous, and I think you have to be ahead to use it that way. Brewmaster level 5 and Sexy Koala level 6. Almost 7. So things looking really good so far for RSG. No kills have happened yet on the map, but I expect something to happen soon. We're at 7 minutes, no first blood. And if Nine are able to just survive a little bit, not feed away too many objectives, too many kills, then they might be able to win this game. Especially if it goes super late, then they'll win. But I don't think RSG have any intention on letting the game go super late. I mean, that's the nature of a greedy draft, right? If you can survive the early game, if you can go late, you'll win. But the problem for Nine is going to be getting there. Like, which of these heroes is the hero to get you to late game? Is it the Brew? Is it the Troll? I think it's mostly on these supports. It's on Kamina and it's on Inori to really get their team like ahead. They need to keep their team in the game, but it's going to be so hard. TA going to be going Yasha first to probably accelerate her farming speed a little bit, so not a bad choice. I actually like that a lot. We'll give her some good damage, give her some more farming speed. Troll Warlord just so behind. 50 CS on the TA just about, and this Troll at 13, 15. Things looking very bad for them right now. And I think Troll was one of the heroes you wanted to put mid so you could like get a good start on him. And just the harass from these Fire Spirits is very frustrating. Level 7 now. And those Fire Spirits do a lot of damage. About a little over 200 damage from a Fire Spirit tick. So that's why I like the max swoop ignore laser dive, because the damage over time plus your ult is enough to get kills. Casket comes out, but not going to ban. Is it going to be enough? They find the shackles, so Jax could be in trouble. They have Hex. He needs to swoop now, but not going to be able to find it. And First Blood will be going the way of Nine, and unfortunately Phoenix did pop. Did not have his ult, but even if he did, he would have just died. It wouldn't have mattered. So well played from Nine, able to find that kill. Maybe now they can start trying to find the objectives they need, but this Vengeful Spirit, level 8. TA probably same story, yeah. Whereas your Troll Warlord is level 7. Well, pretty much level 8. So, but again, the farm difference is monumental. TA almost has her Yasha. Troll Warlord almost has Phase Boots, maybe. So looking very bad. Yasha could be completed now on Keith, so that's probably going to come out right now. Yeah, so Keith has Yasha, and Venge also very close to her own Yasha. Both heroes gonna go S and Y, maybe? No, I think TA should just get just the Yasha. Like, just have a Yasha. Then go, like, a Blink into, like, Deso. Like, they want this kill. They know he's going on Rune, and this looks really bad for Jas. He's gonna get nightmared up, and now his team right there. Jas all alone, not gonna be able to rotate to save him, and a Meld Strike. But it actually misses, so good. Good from that, but Glimpse back on the Shaman, and now Troll trying his hardest to fight, but not able to. And I don't understand how that shackle happened, but... So far, lane's doing very well. This Troll Warlord completely shut down in this game. An extremely rough time, being zoned out from the very beginning of the game against by the Bane. D-Ward's coming out now. Jas just really needs some help here, and I think his supports need to stack up the jungle so that he can go in. I think he should grab an Iron Talon and then go into the jungle and just sit in the jungle for God knows how long, and until he gets at least like a Helm of the Dominator and maybe a Yasha or a Sage. Looks like he has rotated bot lane, maybe going to send the Brewmaster mid. It's been spotted out. Maybe wants to try to go on this Vengeful Spirit, but I don't think they can get this kill. In fact, he needs to be careful not to get killed. Venge actually hits very hard. Yeah, Venge hitting extremely hard. Now Jas in serious trouble. Good bash. Now the mischance comes out, but Troll getting beat up by the creep wave. So very close death there. Venge just probably seriously underestimating how hard she hits. Her Yasha also completed, and now it's like RSG going to find a kill on Savage. Yes, she's barely able to get the kill. Unfortunately, Savage not able to TP to safety. And now it looks like they're going to go in on for this tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Venge just really well farmed here. Top CS, and if we take a peek at the net worth, looks very bad for Nine, who need a lead. But actually, it looks like they might find a kill here. This is a big one too, so good Hex, good split to secure that he doesn't just get stunned up, and now going to try to rotate out. Slowed up Shadow Shaman, but are they going to be able to get anyone? Shadow Shaman going to be glimpsed back maybe, but... Ooh, good wards. Now Keith needs to be careful. Not trapped in just yet. Good Tornado, but not able to do anything. And now, was a 1-for-1 trade, a carry for a support, so good trade for them, but Jas dies to the Phoenix. I wonder if Egg had to go down. Yes, no, Egg went down way earlier, so no. Just a quick solo kill probably from the laser and the Fire Spirits on the Phoenix. So although they kill the Venge, their Troll Warlord goes down, so not that much in their favor. Oh, it's not counting the other two kills. And still a 4K, almost 5K gold lead for RSG at this point, and Venge closing in on her SNY. TA has a TP on the way. Not quite sure what she wants. Maybe she goes the SNY, but I really don't like SNY on TA. I think she could just benefit so much from a Blink. I like the Yasha. I like getting the early Yasha because then later you go Manta style. But it looks like this is going to be Blink. So I like what she's doing if she goes Blink. Or even Deso would be okay. She's so far ahead. Things again looking very grim for Nine. Off to a very rough start once again. None of their carries extraordinarily well farmed. Although Savage doing a decent job getting some farm on this life. They're going to have a Yasha of his own very soon. Yasha, very popular item this game. Yeah, actually, TA going for the Desolator as her next item, just in full snowball mode. Not to mention they could do Roche with it. Oh, he looks like he could be in trouble. Swap back to set up for that. Good play so far from them. Looks like Dot Pix is going to pop, going to get glimpsed back, and right clicks to death. And now Nightmare on Innery. Magic Missile cooled down, and now Innery going to join his teammate in the grave. Or is he? Is the Brain Sap there? Oh no, he didn't cast it, and now Shadow Shaman barely able to walk away with his life, and now Eric could be in trouble and not actually able to Brain Sap something to survive. So unfortunate misplay there from RSG, though they did get the Brewmaster. Jax just cast it up, but jumps away to safety. Savage in the jungle has his Yasha on the way. So Nine to get in this game need to keep getting pickoffs like that. Like, well, they need to get pickoffs and not lose their cores. Like, even getting a pickup on the Bane is worth it right now for them. And Phoenix finishing his Midas. So going to try to get that really fast level 11. And Phoenix is a hero that scales extremely well. Items are great on Phoenix, but it's levels that matter more than anything on that hero. Top Pix is going for a Blink Dagger. Not too terribly far off. Jess could be in trouble. Bane's sitting back, but no, Jess going to be able to walk away there. I wonder if this Bane is going to go the Aether Lens or maybe the Glimmer Cape. Now, 2 heroes smoked up. TA and Bane, they're definitely looking to get aggressive. They want to find someone. They want to get some kind of kill. Oh, are they going in on Jess? They know. They might find the Lifestealer too. Either kill is big for them. Jess needs to be careful. And now the Phoenix, and yeah, the Fiend's Grip and Jess just pinging furiously to try to get his team to help him, but unfortunately, no rotations there. And even if they had come, he just died so quickly it would have been too late. Phoenix ult is up, but he probably doesn't want to pop it just yet, knowing he's still only got level 1 ult. The difference between Phoenix level 1 and 2 ult is astronomical. I mean, the 4 hits to 8 is just huge. Slow up. Phoenix has level 11, now rank 2 ult. They might look to make something out of that. Display their newly found, more powerful Supernova. Brewmaster has Blink soon. And that's important. With the Blink, they might be able to find some kills, make some aggressive plays happen across the map.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That ward here, good placement so that they're going to be able to glimpse back anyone who TPs or just go in for a quick kill. Vengeful Spirit already level 11. Closing in on that S and Y, only about 100 gold maybe from finishing her Sage. Now it looks like TA could be in trouble, but Keith able to walk away to safety. Shadow Shaman not quite able to get into position. Savage just farming up the jungle, but still very far behind. Especially if we take a look at net worth. And I missed Keith blow up Troll Warlord. With the help of Jax. Can't forget Jax. Oh no, you should have just eaten the Fairy Fire. But that's okay. Oh, Keith now caught in the wards. Might be in trouble now. Actually, yeah, Keith probably going to pop, but trying to TP to safety, just barely able to get away. So well played, and a bit of an unnecessary Phoenix ult, which is a little unfortunate, but they did find 2 kills, and Keith able to get away to safety, despite a very good ward block from Shadow Shaman. And now Blink Dagger finished on the Brewmaster, so that's a big item for them. It's a little late, but perhaps they can make something with this. There is this distinct possibility that they can make something with that. Brewmaster's ult is very strong, although unfortunately still only rank 1, but Brewmaster might get caught out here. 4 heroes bot, and this is a fight I think RSG are more than happy to take. Level 2 swap is ready. And these heroes are so squishy. I think that's the biggest issue, is that 9 need to tank up, but it's so hard to do when you just can't find any farm. Desolator finished for this TA, so things looking pretty grim now. More so than before. She picked that up right after they got the kill on Troll Warlord. Looks like a fight could break out bot. Maybe they want to think about that. Someone's TPing. Venge just TPing to mid. They just want to pressure the mid and they're like, you know what? You can take our tier 1. We're going to take your tier 2. Just smart play so far from RSG. Just forcing 9 to be inefficient. There's no TP on Troll, no TP on Witch Doctor, and no TP on Lifestealer. So this tower going to be pressured really, really hard. And what can 9 really do about it? Well, they're going to trade towers. Fortification up again. And they're just going to keep going. So RSG just playing no games, going right for the throat. They force the TPs back. The Lifestealer is infested up in the Brewmaster, so that could be some pretty intense burst damage. What item is coming to Disruptor? Headdress? So Disruptor going Mechanism. Maybe RSG want to try Roche. They could do it very quickly. 9 don't have an amazing lineup for disrupting Roche, but they could definitely do it with Death Ward and Serpent Wards. So if RSG do it, I think they should smoke to be safe. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh goodness. Oh, brutal. Just quickly popping that poor Shadow Shaman, nothing that he can do. TA is something out of a nightmare for the side of 9. They just don't have very many tools to cut through refraction charges very quickly. And the one tool that they did have to deal with refraction charges just got blown up in a matter of moments. So far, let's see, the gold graph looking pretty bad. RSG extremely far ahead. Jazz did finish his Helm of the Dominator, might be able to accelerate his farm a little bit. 9 should use their Troll Warlord with with his new level 2 ult to go do Roshan really quick. Probably give it to your Lifestealer, your highest net worth hero. Give them a bit of a boost of gold. Deny RSG from getting it, which is the most important thing. Good brew clap, good split, but Static Storm a little late, not able to cancel that, and Eric could pay with his life here, and actually, yeah, oh, Mechanism. Eric could be safe now, and now the Brew Spirit's just dying so fast. And now, yeah, Brewmaster gets popped through his ultimate, just not tanky enough, and TA just popping these hero Lifestealers, trying to safely invest himself. Troll Warlord goes down too. The Phoenix ult about to pop at the Meld Strike, and TA hitting way too hard. Witch Doctor not there to help his team, and even if he were, I don't know how that would have gone. I honestly think he would have just died. The Death Ward would have been nice. Might have gotten them a kill, but I don't know how effective it actually would have been. And now Blink Dagger finished on Bane. TA sitting on top of 3k gold. Might just go for a Manta style. Fortification is up for Dire, so 9... So 9 do have Fort for high ground, but it looks like RSG may have Aegis for high ground. That could be where they're looking. They can kill it just so incredibly quickly. And yes, they've pinged it out. Wave of Terror, Desolator, Meld Strike, and Roshan will just disappear in the blink of an eye. And I expect this to go on the TA. It could go on the Venge. It's like 9 know what's up, but will they be able to contest? It just dies so quickly thanks to all this minus armor. And they did put the Immortality on the Venge. They're not worried about their TA dying. And both these heroes have so much gold. 4k on the TA and 3.4k on the Venge. That's just insane. And it looks like they're going to run right into each other. And this could be a really bad fight for 9. They're missing their Smash Serpent Wards. They're missing Primal Split. The Brewmaster ult or the Witch Doctor ult comes out, but TA hitting very hard, but gets blinded up, so good play from the Brewmaster. Swap back on Savage. He could be in serious trouble now. Just going to get beat up. Just good attempt at a TP out, but not able to find it. Fiend's Grip. Static Storm to zone out the rest of the team. Jazz all on his own now, and now Inori in trouble. It's like Brewmaster will blink to safety, and these wards are just going to get farmed up. So RSG, once again, in complete control of the game, have a massive net worth lead, and I tremble to think what the next item coming out for the Venge and the TA is going to be. Venge going Butterfly, TA going something gross, I'm sure. She could finish her Manta. Could she finish Manta and go Blink? One sec. 4.9, 2. Yeah, she could finish Manta and get her Blink Dagger if she wanted it, which would be devastating. I really think she should just buy something. The Venge got her Eagle Song, so we know what she's going for. Is that a Glimmer Cape? Yes. So far, RSG with the Venge Aura, plus all this minus armor, hitting exceeding, like just... I don't see a way for 9 to get back into this, unless it's a high ground defense that goes really well in their way. But you have no Shaman Wards for a minute. It's hard for 9 to defend without their Shaman Wards. And now Glimpse back on the Brew, an unnecessary swap, but the split canceled, but he is going to split. Now Cass hits Bane. Bane could be in trouble. Nightmare on Jazz. Deathward comes out, tearing away at these refraction charges, but does not hit nearly hard enough. All the armor to cancel. Good cancel by Goen, making sure that the Deathward is not going to continue channeling any further. Will he be able to glimmer himself to safety? And yes, he will. He will just barely be able to get out of here, or maybe not. Jazz went the exactly correct way, but glimpse back, and he will go down in the end. But at the same time, Brewmaster gets popped, and now RSG on the prowl, and it looks like Sexy Koala could be in trouble, but the healing from the Phoenix just barely keeping him alive. But no, the Aegis does go down. Still not looking good for them. It looks like it's going to be a 4-man wipe. Brewmaster, Witch Dog, no, yeah, Witch Doctor will be able to get the safety, but an ultra kill for this TA, and this looks like it's going to be high ground too. Fortification still available though, so maybe not. And a creep wave, still a long ways to go before it gets to this tier 3, so that's the saving grace of 9. Guardian Greaves now completed on the Phoenix. And he'll be level 16 soon. The burn damage will just be too much for them to handle. TA, please buy something. You're stressing me out. She could just buy. She could buy anything in Dota right now. So this TA has just a mountain of gold hoarding it. She must be like Smog. Just has gold to keep it around. Not gonna spend it. Not that she really needs to. They're so far ahead. And now that's the first lane of Rax gone. And now a good deny from Gohan on that mid tower. He did pop in that last fight, but was the only casualty on the side of RSG. And now this tower may also be denied. Yes, that tower is now in deny range thanks to that last hit from the catapult, but maybe they just leave it. Tia going to farm, sitting on 8k. Is she just gonna go like a rapier? No, you can't get Scotty. That doesn't make sense. Maybe he just wants to see how much they can win without any items. Is that Venge's butterfly? Yes, Venge just completed her butterfly though. So that she is now going to be extremely difficult to kill for the very right-click heavy lineup of 9. Keith continuing to push in the lane here. Is he going to go to the secret shop? No, it looks like he's just going to grab Rune. RSG just controlling this game. I don't see a way for 9 to come back from a 30k gold lead at 27 minutes and a 25k XP lead at 27 minutes. So 9 just woefully far behind. The supports of RSG just have higher net worth than your lifestealer. What's on the courier for Bane? It looks like a BKB on the way for this hero. So let's make sure his feed script never gets cancelled again. Aegis is gone, but with 1 lane of Rex and a newly completed butterfly, they may go for it. And TA actually grabs a Moon Shard and her Manta Style. So Sexy Koala stunned up. Keith probably going to have Manta brought to him on the courier. That attack speed is going to make him very scary. He already hits very, very hard. Now with attacks that quick, both towers and heroes won't be around for very long once he gets on them. RSG know they have a massive advantage and just want to push forward. They've got the swap ready. Swap back on the Brew. Good blink before the first instance of damage, so very fast reaction from .Pixelis. Looks like Venge could be in trouble, but PTA is here now making lots of plays happen. Shackled up Keith. The Phoenix ult comes out, and they're going to focus that first. Lots of burn damage, but are they going to be able to get it? Yes, they will pop the Phoenix ult, but just a lot of damage coming out otherwise. TA is still fairly healthy, but now 9 actually winning a fight here, but maybe not for much longer. TA popped the Invis Rune and now going to pop 1, 2, and now going stealthed up, able to juke that clap, and now it looks like .Pixis going to die. Gets popped by the Disruptor in the last second, but this TA just in total control of this game.
Dyer's bottom barracks are under attack.
So TA doesn't even care about these Shaman wards. They don't do nearly enough damage. They're only rank 1.
Dyer locked down their structure.
Fortification popped. No heroes back up just yet. They did kill off the Venge, but this TA just an immovable immortal. 14 and 0. 18k net worth. 12k ahead of anyone on the side of 9. Keith playing just as well this game as he did last game. The cask just fails to bounce. That is the ranged Rex. And RSG just going to back off. Afraid of getting popped. But this catapult actually going to kill the Rax. Manta Style now finished. Still 4k more gold. Might just buy another Moon Shard. Might go like a Daedalus. Roshan not quite up yet, but should be up fairly soon. Wandering around, going for an ag, so unable to activate items once you're inside the ult. No more quick blinks for Dot Pixis, just gonna die once he gets hit by the Static Storm. She bought something. Finally spending this mountain of gold and going MKB. No longer wants to miss up high ground, doesn't want to get hazed by the brew. So is TA an absolute monster. I don't think Nine can come back anymore. I think Nine had to win the lanes in order to succeed. Like, they had to not just win, but they had to dominate a couple of their lanes. I think they needed to dominate the safe lane and at least go even in the mid lane. But thanks to Eric on the Bane, Troll Warlord just got off to a god-awful start, and the supports on RSG just like last game, putting massive amounts of pressure on Nine's heroes and just preventing them from building any kind of momentum or even getting most of their core items. So RSG just showing that they're the better team in this game and just dominating in a dominating fashion, taking both games. And I mean, again, I say that like the game is over, and that may be a little bit unprofessional, but that courier dies, loses his point booster. Is that for Brew? I don't know. That could have been. It looked like it was probably for Brewmaster. Could have been for Shaman or Witch Doctor too. RSG might just make the safe play. Wait for next Roche. It's got to be up soon. About a minute. Or maybe they just go try to get Megas. But now completing a big item on the Disruptor. 50 seconds till Roche, but they'll know when it's up. They do. That's one of the greatest strengths of TA, is just always having vision advantage and always knowing when Roshan is up. Disruptor has an Axe now. And Bane a BKB. Let's see what RSG choose to do with this. Choose to do this moment. Maybe waiting for Roche. Feel like it's up soon, and you know what? Let's just be safe. I apologize for just kind of staring at the screen for a little bit, but Phoenix closing in on his Shiva's guard. TA is like, oh god. All 5 heroes of RSG ahead of all 5 heroes on 9 now. It would be honorable. And I guess thanks to comeback gold, there's like the slight chance that they can come back. But Vengeful Spirit grabbing the Aegis. Bane has a gem, going to deny them all future ward vision. And now it looks like it's going to be Mega Creeps, and with that, it could just be game. Yeah, I think with this Aegis on the bench, who's been dying actually kind of quickly in fights, it's basically, like, now this secures the game for them. TA, not going to die. Has a ton of armor, has refraction, and Nine doesn't have very good ways to deal with it. Troller did finish BKB, but that's not going to save him against TA. Shiva's Guard finished on the Phoenix, so everyone on RSG just has every tool that they could want, everything that they could need, and now they're ready to go. TA going another Moon Shard, I would guess. If Nine can, like, 5-man wipe without losing any heroes somehow, they can win, but I don't think that's actually even remotely possible. That is the only way. Swap back on the Troll. BKB popped, so he's going to be fine. Koala going to die very quickly, but maybe not, actually. Just so much damage coming out from these heroes. Savage trying his hardest to pop the Phoenix Eggs, but unable to do so. And this looks like it's going to be GG. No buyback available on any heroes. This is Mega Creeps, and will be the game. RSG once again taking the game in a dominant fashion, executing their lanes and their draft flawlessly, building a huge lead from very early stages of the game, and just so many problems that Nine had to deal with. And part of it was the draft. The very greedy draft of Nine did not help them, because when you have a greedy draft like that, it's so hard to play from behind. And if they drafted slightly better, maybe like more selfless offlane, or like a more selfless support like an Oracle or a Dazzle, who doesn't really need that much to be beneficial, they could have maybe come back, but that's all hypothetical. And in any case, Rockshandy just seriously outplaying 999 in this game, and just very impressed with how they did, taking both games in a fairly quick fashion. So extremely well played, and I am casting a game later tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern time is when I will be casting again. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this game. Good luck to both teams further. The week after next is the playoffs. So thank you. Again, this is 82L EU Open, Rockshandy versus 999. For those of you watching on Twitch, thank you so much. And if you liked my casting, please follow. It means a lot to me. If you have any feedback for me, please let me know. If you had something if I did something you didn't like, definitely tell me, because I'm trying my best to improve. I take this very, very seriously. So thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Alright guys, that looks like it's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Congratulations for RSG, who in a dominating fashion take this series 2-0 to the 82L group stages. So once again, thanks, and if you're watching and liked my casting, please follow. It means a lot to me, and congratulations again to RSG. Well played from them, and I look forward to, and hopefully 999 will be able to kind of find their niche, kind of find their pick, and get it together, and maybe recover before the playoffs start. So thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good day. I'll be casting again in just a few hours.